Greetings, young squires. This is Sir Rolland Paterlot, a faithful knight to the one true light, and you're listening to our series on how to face, fight, and defeat the 7 deadly dragons. Let's first discuss the color yellow and how it brings goodness, beauty, and truth to the world so we can see what the yellow dragon is trying to destroy. The color yellow is happy, warm, and exciting. It is the color of the noonday sun. It is full of energy and burns with hot passion, spreading its vitality to the whole world. It brings a light and warmth without which there would be no life on earth. Yellow signifies joy, happiness, cheerfulness, friendliness, optimism, confidence, and communication. So what happens when the color yellow is corrupted? What does yellow look like if it becomes evil, false, and ugly? Well, may I introduce to you Acadia, the yellow dragon. Acadia, spelled A-K-E-D-I-A, is a Greek word which means boredom or apathy. We rarely talk about this dragon or confess losing to this dragon, but the damage this dragon has caused across our world is catastrophic. Let me give you some statistics from my home country of the United States, and these stats are similar in many places across the world. 75% of Catholics no longer come to Mass on any given Sunday. 71% of Catholics don't believe in the real presence of the Eucharist. 37% of Catholics who come to Mass every week still don't believe in the real presence. Of the thousands of young parents we've surveyed at our Dragon Slayers Live sacramental retreats, over 70% say they rarely or never go to confession anymore. And only 17% of Catholic families even pray together. Now, there are probably many dragons responsible for this crisis, but I believe the yellow dragon is a primary culprit. Why is this dragon so deadly? Well, because the spiritual life requires passion and energy, just like playing a sport, like basketball. To be successful, you must work hard, have a strong desire to succeed, and help teammates succeed as well. We are not only supposed to live our faith to the fullest, but we're supposed to share it with the whole world. The yellow dragon makes us spiritually lazy and bored. When we've been wounded by the yellow dragon, we may still work hard at the things in this world, but we have no desire for heaven anymore. Going to Mass, praying, spending time with God in adoration, receiving the sacraments, telling other people about Jesus, living a joyful life, reading the greatest story ever told in the Bible, all of it becomes drudgery to those who are under the influence of the yellow dragon. Our spiritual lives become lethargic and apathetic, meaning that we have no motivation or desire to even show up. And when we do show up, we just haphazardly go through motions and check off boxes as if God is taking attendance, and we're just trying to get to heaven with the least effort possible. The yellow dragon is rightfully referred to as the noonday devil. The middle of the day when the sun is the highest in the skies, when we should be ideally able to accomplish the most. But imagine you just ate a huge lunch of junk food, and now you're in a sugar coma, and you just feel like lying around and doing nothing. If Acadia represents a noonday devil in relation to a day, he represents a midlife crisis in relation to a life. Many times we start off life, such as many of you young sprouts, with passion and joy about God and the saints and the heaven. And many times, when we're about to die, we turn back to God and pray and remember how much we need Him. But in the middle of life, Acadia likes to rear his ugly face. So that is a word of caution to all the moms and dads out there. Many times church pews are missing people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s because they were kidnapped by Acadia. The noonday sun is about as far away from the horizon as it can get, and midlife is when we are as far away from the horizons of birth and death that we can get, so we're tempted to take a spiritual nap. In the spiritual life, we should be bearing the most fruit. Don't get me wrong, Acadia attacks people of all ages, so we must all be on our guard and be awake and ready. And we know Jesus is coming back again, and nobody knows the day or the hour. And Jesus warns us we must stay awake spiritually, have passion and zeal, thirst for souls as He does, and desire with all of our hearts to become great saints. To help you fight against the yellow dragon, I've created for you a battle cry. And remember, all of our Dragon Slayers battle cries contain 4 secret ingredients. Number 1, the color of the dragon. Number 2, the legendary dragon slayer to train us. Number 3, the weapon to fight the dragon. And number 4, the armor to protect us from the dragon. I now give you the battle cry of the yellow dragon. The yellow dragon is slothful, lethargic, and weak. He lives uninspired and tired and bleak. He puts the drag in the dragon, the low and the slow. Don't fall for his trap or know where you'll go. St. Paul had the zeal of 10,000 suns. He first used it for evil, but then met the one. Jesus sent him on mission, his passion on fire, spreading the gospel with a burning desire. Your life also has mission, this much is true. With the sword of the Spirit, you can slay dragons too.
So stay holy, young slayers, and until we meet again, I'll leave you under the protection of St. Michael the Great Archangel, St. Joseph the Terror of Dragons, and Mary, Queen of the Angels, Our Lady of Grace, and the woman whose seed crushed the head of the dragon.